and a very warm welcome to all the viewers of Crypto TV. This is Manoj Dharra. So we are at the opening of Bitcoin 2022 event from Miami, United States of America. And with me is Mr. Shantnoo Saxsena, COO of L Bank. Shantnoo, welcome on Crypto TV.
Hello Manoj, welcome. Thank you.
So we are standing next to the bull. So what's the agenda and how different is 2022?
First of all, the bull is very different. If you see, crypto industry is all about bringing differences. So this is the same old bull that we have seen always, but this bull is 2.0, which looks so graceful and wonderful. And it's so nice to be back in Miami at Bitcoin 22.
Shantanu, you are also part of Dubai Crypto Expo, which Crypto TV has covered aggressively. But we are at the opening of 2022 Miami event. What's so different about this event? And what's the agenda? If you can just highlight that.
I think first day today was wonderful so far because this was only industry event. So basically we had people only from the crypto industry. It was not open to the general public. So the good thing here is we were able to speak to industry specialists especially. And hopefully from tomorrow it will be very busy because it will be open to general public. So concepts like this is very nice because it gives you an opportunity to talk to industry leaders, the veterans from the industry, and you can have more direct one-on-one conversation. So that's how it just started here, which is very nice.
So, all right. So, since we are talking about this 2022 event, as you told that there are a lot of industry specialists, who all are attending this event 2022 Miami?
I think we'll do a walk around now, and
Sure.
but we will see the first. The first impression is wonderful because it's not just crypto exchanges or NFT projects.
There are a lot of miners as well.
There's a lot of miners, there's a lot of solution providers, there's a lot of liquidity providers, which was not something that I saw in Dubai, especially the miners. I mean, it's not just Bitmain, but a lot of their competitors as well who are attending this conference. So maybe we can have a quick walk around and we'll see what's so different this time.
So let's go in and understand who all companies have participated in this event, who all miners are participating, and what the payment solutions providers are providing with Shantnoo Saxena. Let's walk in. Shantanu, we are talking about the cryptocurrency space. It has evolved, and we are as we are talking, Bitcoin is trading roughly at around $44,000. What's your opinion about it?
It's very hard to predict Bitcoin, and my guess is as good as yours. But I think next couple of weeks is going to be very important because I think the market is also looking at correction. It's hard to say whether it will go up or it will come down, but an upward movement is of course good, and Bitcoin is holding strong. So looks like it's going to be positive. But as I said, it's very hard to predict Bitcoin.
So as we are talking in Bitcoin 2022 Miami conference, apart from L Bank, which is a favorite company that is present over here.
Good question, but the thing is, in the crypto industry, you cannot be biased, and we cannot say that one company will do everything in this ecosystem. So I think what's present inside is an ecosystem. You have got fiat on-ramp and off-ramp partners. You have got partners who are working extremely hard to bring Bitcoin adoption to the masses. You have got the custody solutions out there to keep your crypto safe. You have got, of course, crypto exchanges. Because of crypto exchanges, we have seen such a beautiful run in the crypto market. We have also got some peer-to-peer platforms, etc. So it's a mix of really who is there. You have got the miners out there. This is the first time ever I have seen so many crypto mining companies under one roof. So which clearly goes on to show the fact that it's an ecosystem that is present inside. I haven't seen a lot of NFTs and gaming projects so far. Maybe I've missed. I've just been busy with dealing with friends from other crypto companies, but it seems to be very well laid out.
So since we are talking about the overall ecosystem that is present here, we will bring for our viewers a company-specific approach. Let's get in.
Let's get. Thank you.
Shantanu, we are at Miami 2022 conference. Have you met any company that is ahead of its time? The project which you I mean, probably thought that maybe 6 months down the line or 1 year down the line can do really well.
It's hard to say a timeline, but yes, there was a project. There was a gentleman who walked into me and he's like, we provide taxation solutions. And I'm like, taxation, and why would you approach me? They said like, there is a beautiful solution available that you can integrate into your services, crypto services, and the customers can calculate their own taxes. Now, I personally think in certain countries, it's way ahead of its time, because on one side you've got users who are moving away. Say for example, in certain countries in Asia, because of very high taxes, they are moving away from crypto exchanges locally. So I feel that I couldn't give a concrete answer today to this company, but I feel about a year or few months down the line, maybe we would be asking them, hey guys, how can we integrate into your services? Because of a simple fact being that the way we look at cryptos is very we look at it differently, but after the regulations, it will be looked at it in a different manner. So maybe that's one of the companies that I can think of is probably a little ahead of its time.
Sure, let's have a look at the other companies as well. Sure, come. Shantnoo, what's the vibe of this expo? It's totally vibrant, and there are a lot of initiatives that the company has taken. We are having a look at this Exodus. There is a Celsius that is present.
Right.
Now, if you can just take us through the different initiatives which the company has taken out here.
So Celsius, for example, is a beautiful ecosystem that they're building, a regulated ecosystem, wherein you can get access to DeFi products in a regulated manner. And probably, I think they're probably the largest in the world. I don't have any affiliations with anybody, but I quite like the business model and the way they're trying to build for the DeFi ecosystem. And then, of course, you have got the Exodus wallets, for example. It's hard to say which is the safest wallet and which is not the safest wallet. But again, if you want to save your cryptos securely, maybe Exodus. And then, of course, you have got some beautiful companies out here. Of course, everybody knows Binance. It's a crypto trading platform. BitPay, I think, one of my favorite companies because of my background in payments. I really like such services wherein there is crypto to fiat and fiat to crypto services. So wherein you can literally walk in, buy a Starbucks coffee, as you can see the logo, and pay with cryptos. So this is such a beautiful idea.
Fantastic.
So that's what you have here. And then, sorry, you're saying something.
So we have taken this initiative to educate our viewers about a Miami 2022 conference, and there are a lot of lovely projects as well. As you recently highlighted, one of the project which was very interesting for me was there is a watch company that is present here, and actually they are accepting cryptocurrencies. You can buy the watch, and you can make the payment in crypto.
Absolutely. I mean, more than a project, I would say that it's a company which is helping us as a crypto, in the crypto industry, wherein you can buy your assets or your luxury watches for cryptocurrency, which is very nice. And I've been looking at people actually; they're not just displaying, but they're actually selling.
Segment, which is doing
It's
really
a segment
well as far as luxury watches are concerned.
Very well, absolutely. And then this place is more than projects. It's about the real strong companies under one roof. I haven't come across a lot of startups here. What I have come across is mostly those companies who are well established. Like look at Bitstamp, for example, one of the premium crypto exchanges and one of the first ones who started crypto fiat. You could deposit money into their bank account and buy cryptocurrencies. So this is a nice model. You have got Elliptic.
So we are talking about Bitstamp. Can you just take us through how the initiative works?
Well, I think somebody from Bitstamp would give more information. But what
I'm
I
talking
know
about the entire ecosystem.
Right. I mean, they are effectively a crypto exchange, fiat to crypto and crypto to crypto. So if you have any of those things, if you have got cryptos like euros in your bank account, and you want to buy BTC, you can easily do it on the platform. You need to do, of course, the KYC, and then that's what the systems are all about. But I think somebody from Bitstamp would be able to give more information on this. But
so you're talking about Elliptic, how this initiative is, and what benefit this ecosystem will get, from this Elliptic's presence.
Absolutely. See, at the end of the day, on one side, we are saying that cryptocurrency should be there everywhere. But how about regulations? How about
Exactly.
making sure that your users are dealing with clean cryptos? And that's what Elliptic is all about. Elliptic is about a compliant ways to check, to do KYT, basic know your token, and to make sure that the wallets and the cryptos that's coming onto your platform are clean or not. And that's what the company is all about.
Fantastic, fantastic. As you're talking about wallets, we have seen luxury watches, and as we were also talking about the liquidity provider companies as well that are present. You were talking about mining companies. Let's have a look at the mining companies as well.
Sure, absolutely. But by the time we'll get to the mining companies, it will take some time. By the way, before we get to the mining companies, that's another beautiful example of how a traditional company like WeWork that rents out office spaces is now accepting cryptocurrency. So it says now accepting a selected cryptocurrency, which again, it means that it's moving towards adoption. On the other side, you've got the loyalty tech. Again, you've got the mining company here, which does crypto mining. I don't know what products do they mine, their machines mine.
That's
but
the Vita mine you're talking about.
Yes, I'm talking about the Vita mine. And if we will move forward, we'll also see the Bitmain guys, the ant miners, the most famous ones. But before we get there, I think it's also interesting, Manoj, that you have got the traditional companies who are moving into the crypto space.
Exactly.
Look at Money Corp. They're predominantly they have been a remittance company or a company that provides liquidity to large institutions for crypto to fiat, not crypto to fiat, but just between fiat to fiat, FX. But here it says providing forex liquidity for digital assets exchange,
Fantastic.
which means a lot, right? How in the last 2 years, traditional financial institutions have understood the value of providing crypto as a service so that other users can make use of it, but an institutional grade product really.
So fantastic. I mean, there are a lot of companies that are taking this initiative to move from the traditional business, as you have rightly pointed, that Money Corp is all about. And what, according to you, Shantnoo, will be the way forward as far as traditional companies are concerned? Where is the opportunity? Is the financial sector getting fragmented? So hence this move, or there is a different idea about growth and better prospect of the outlook as well?
Good question, but I think this question can be divided, the answer can be divided in different segments. I keep saying, whoever I speak to, education is something that will play a very, very important role. Until and unless there is enough education, you cannot build a crypto ecosystem. Because on one side, you've got the tech companies who are building the crypto ecosystem,
Right.
and on the other side, you need regulators.
Right.
Because these are highly regulated companies.
Exactly.
For them to come up with crypto products means they have to make a lot of tweaking, a lot of changes to their infrastructure, to the segments that they have currently. So education will play a very, very important role in the long term, short term to long term. The regulators' approach and balanced compliances is also again very, very important. So again, we just saw what Celsius is doing,
Exactly.
right? But how about a lot of other companies who are simply building business models without realizing the KYC of the users or the compliances of the users? So this is how I think there will be a lot of changes. But on the other side, you have got companies like MoonPay. I saw somewhere Mercuro as well.
Okay.
So these are payment gateways. If you have a Visa or a MasterCard, what they do is they provide their APIs to crypto exchanges. So
we are talking about MoonPay.
I'm talking about MoonPay.
All right, so let's walk to the stall, and,
Sure.
and show our viewers about the MoonPay's initiative which they have taken, and how one will benefit, once they adopt the MoonPay ideology.
Right. So what MoonPay really does is they have their APIs available. They onboard a company. Most of the times it's exchanges, and they provide Visa and MasterCards to the users. Now, I don't know how the model works for them in the background, but what they do is, if you have a Visa or MasterCard, you want to purchase cryptos, the crypto exchanges can simply plug into their, of course, get onboarded first, do the integration via APIs, and once it's ready, their users can purchase cryptocurrencies using Visa or MasterCard.
Fantastic. This is actually, the thing which is going on, and Visa and Mastercard, they have already taken this initiative. Although the world is moving from 6-digit bin to the 8-digit bin, that's a different story. But these are the steps, which Visa and Mastercards are taking. Actually, there are a lot of payment activities that are happening as far as cryptos are concerned.
Absolutely, and since today morning, the most of the companies in general who I have met are crypto to fiat on ramp and off ramps.
Exactly.
But interesting fact here is majority of the companies who I met today, they're talking about some beautiful concepts but without licenses, or they're riding on somebody else's license.
So Shantanu, we are talking about this payment, of the Visa and Mastercard. There are over 50 companies and exchanges who are having their own system as well.
What do you mean, sorry?
I mean the payment system, payment integration system as well.
It's hard to put a number in place, but most of these big exchanges that you see today, they use the infrastructure of other companies, pairing a couple of exchanges. I mean the top two. That's how it works, really.
Alright,
As
so-
far as I know.
So we are talking about a broader initiative which Visa and Mastercard has taken. As you rightly pointed out, cryptocurrency space is evolving. So we have seen NFT and Metaverse playing a broader role as far as crypto adoption is concerned. 2021 was a robust year for NFTs. Metaverse, we have also seen some traction carried over from 21 to 22.
Right.
What's the outlook on that sector?
I think it's very hard to say, but GameFi is really something that's really picking up very well. But also we need to see who are these gamers and who is paying for them to play games. All right, are these investors, or is it like other people who are paying for them to be playing games? So, but however, in the whole story, I feel that Metaverse has a very, very important role to play. The next 5 years, 6 years is going to be very interesting, because not just will you see the new companies coming up, but maybe, I sincerely think that the traditional gaming companies will have some or the other focus on gaming and Metaverse together. I mean, look at Atari, for example, a company that died. Well, I shouldn't use the word died, but a company that was not so active in the gaming space. But again, they've got the Atari tokens out and stuff. Utility is a separate issue, right? But look at the initiative. And again, by the way, we are back to the area where there's a lot of miners here. And if you see here, there is a container, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of these crypto companies or crypto miners, what they do is they get these containers in, they stack these containers with mining machines.
So mining light model.
Well, there is mining probably going on
Actually,
inside.
mining that is going on.
If you move forward, there is another
So
company.
I would request my cameraman to show this container wherein actually there is mining which is going on inside this container, and what's the model is.
Well, the model is fairly simple. You have got your mining units pre-installed, and generally, like this one is a very good idea. If you look at Antbox, Mr. Cameraman, if you look at Antbox there, so this is from Bitmain, one of the largest mining companies in the world. And what they have done is really, they have got the containers out there, and in the container, once we'll move towards that side, you can see that there are units installed within the container. And what these companies generally they do it, they go to countries like Georgia, for instance, they place their containers, and within the containers, then they have got the mining facilities all in.
So we are standing right next to a container which is actually engaged with a lot of mining activities. This is the entire mining zone which we have entered, Shantanu.
I wasn't sure, but it looks like, after getting here, I can see some new type of mining out there. Of course, Bitmain is is a major company that does the mining. But if we move little closer, you and the cameraman can focus little inside, they can see all the mining.
So Shantanu, behind us is a mining area, and this company is called Ant Miner.
Right.
So I mean, this is the water cooled technology they are using for the mining purpose.
These are S19 units as far as I know. And if you see, it's actually built in very nicely within container.
Sure.
And what you see inside is not the real miners out there, but also it has got the water cooling pipes, so to keep the mining going on.
Sure.
But at the same time, you have got the cooling technology, so that the units, because they make a lot of noise and generates a lot of heat, so therefore it's a beautiful way to put things together. and they're probably one of the best ones out there, in my personal opinion. Again, I don't work for them or I don't consult for them, but they are probably one of the largest. Even if you place an order now, as far as I know, you will not get an order before 10 months. It can take anywhere between 10 to 12 months, as far as I know, but the gents here can probably talk more about their mining machines. But in my opinion, they are probably one of the best miners.
So let's have an interaction with the team and understand, about the product which they have gotten. Hello, this is Crypto TV, and we are trying to understand about the mining initiative and the services which your company provides. Can you just take us through your project?
This one?
Yeah.
So this is our end space. It's a water cooling, hydro cooling system, and we have about 210 spots for isolating series of hydro products. We have S19 hydro and S19 plus hydro and S19 XP. Yeah.
So can you just tell me, how much does this cost?
We can't quote here, but we.
Private.
That's in private.
Yeah,
Okay.
but if you're interested, we will have our support team to send you a quotation.
And what's the order book size? I mean, are you fully loaded for say maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 year?
We have a lot of attentions right now. A lot of people are ordering right now. We do have a pipeline. It's pretty booked. But we don't have a exact number for you right
So I mean, can you just put in a number? How many such containers you can roll out in a month?
now. That's business.
All right. So that is mining is private, and the activities are also private. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being a part of this interaction. Shantnoo, have you come across any venture capitalist fund, or maybe someone who is into financing?
I saw some friends out here, but they really did not get a chance to discuss or get their opinion about how was their day, who did they meet. Because if you see here, most of the companies out here are all well established. And mind you, getting a stand here is not cheap, right? So I haven't come across, sorry, I'm not trying to say that startups cannot be here. They can of course be here, but I haven't come across any VCs right now who are actively looking at investments. Maybe tomorrow. As I said before, all who I met today were all friends, and hopefully after the event, when we'll catch up for drinks and after party, then we'll get a chance to discuss who did they meet and who did they like. But for today, it's going to be hard for me to answer this. But maybe when we'll hopefully do the closing, I'll have a better answer for you.
So thank you so much, Shantnoo, for educating our viewers, and it was a wonderful effort, wherein we highlighted and spoke about the companies that are present as far as the payment system is concerned, or maybe a luxury watch company who is accepting cryptocurrencies as far as they're selling their product is concerned, and we showed our viewers that how a Bitcoin mining tank looks like. Thank you so much, Shantnoo, for being a part of this opener at Miami 2022 conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Manoj. Thank you.